Kia ora te whānau, no mai hara mai e Kai's Kitchen. I'm going to make some crispy pork belly, guys, and I'm going to turn it into some Mexican tacos. Chicharron. Let's get it. So I got a slab of pork belly, nice and fresh, less moisture, and I'm just going to pat that dry as best as I possibly can. You already heard it before, less moisture, more crispiness. I'm going to flip that over, and then I'm just going to cut this pork belly into lines and into squares. I couldn't do it while I was holding the camera, so off camera I cut it up like this. Just some nice even squares there. We're going to cut right through to the fat, and it's just going to make it easy for us to cut up later on when the pork is nice and crispy. From here, I'm just going to add some Mexican spices. You could just use taco mix on this. It's not a problem. And we're going to make sure we rub that all the way through, flipping it upside down on a sheet of tin foil, and then we're just going to make a little homemade oven tray, and we're going to make sure that our pork is skin side up so it can get nice and crispy later on. And don't get too fussy about this little tray, because at the end of the day, it's just there to keep moisture in for the underside of the pork belly so our meat is nice and juicy. So there we go. Then we're going to brush on a little bit of white vinegar and dust some salt on the top. Not a hell of a lot, but just enough to cover the whole lot. Preheat our oven to 120 degrees Celsius, and we're going to put that in the oven for 1 hour just to further dry this pork belly up. Meanwhile, during that hour, you can make yourself some coleslaw or some salsa. I made a pineapple salsa that goes really good with pork. It's just got coriander, pineapple, tomato, red onions, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper. Yum. Also, make sure that you've got your tortillas ready. Okay, so it's been an hour. The pork here is dry. It's drier anyway, and it's taking a lot of that moisture out. Trust the process, guys. In the next 35 minutes, this thing is going to get awesome. So then we're going to brush it with some olive oil. That's all, no more salt. We're going to put that back into the oven for about 35 minutes at a high temperature of 250 degrees. This is when your house starts smelling amazing, like a roast house, because your pork is done. And honestly, it smells so good when it comes out the oven. I know it's cooked all right. A little bit burnt on the edges, but hey, it can't be perfect every day of the week. But there we go, whānau. There's your crispy pork belly. You can even have it with mash or vegetables. You don't have to have tacos. I just felt like tacos. Nice and easy, really juicy, so much flavor. Heat up your tortilla. Put a little coleslaw down, a little of that salsa, and your chicharron. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. You guys are too much. Kia ora.